Hey, today we are at Usher's house in Moorhead with Chef Cary Carr. Today, this is something new for me. We're going to be cooking up some elk tips. And what else?
We're going to be doing elk tips with a wild rice and cherry risotto.
Okay, so what part of the elk is the elk tip?
We get the Denver leg in, and we break that down ourselves. It's usually the whole leg of the elk.
Really?
The knee, behind the knee, all sorts
No
of
kidding.
fun stuff.
Yeah. And you don't need to use elk though. You can use
you can use venison. Any wild game you have in your freezer will work for this dish.
All right. Well, let's get it started.
We're going to start with some garlic and shallots in the hot oil. Then I'm going to add some mirepoix, and I used half a red pepper, half a green pepper, one jalapeno, half an onion, and a couple of stalks of celery for the mirepoix.
Okay.
You just want to soften up the vegetables a little bit here, start getting some of the flavors out of the pan. And we're making risotto with it, which is just a cooking technique where you slowly add your liquid half at a time. Add the half liquid, let that soak up, then you add another half. All right, we're gonna add the arborio rice right now. That's 2 cups of arborio rice. We're gonna add a couple of cups of veg stock right now.
Now, how long do we want to wait?
You want most of your water to be absorbed in this. And once it's all absorbed, then you just add, another 4 cups and another 4 cups until it's soft. We've probably added about 4 cups so far. We've got another 3 or 4 cups to go. Right now, we are pretty much finished cooking risotto. I'm making a wild rice and cherry risotto, so I'm going to add cooked wild rice to this right now. Probably a cup of wild rice. I'm going to add the cherries. And then to finish off risottos, add a little cream. And what we have here is a Irish farmhouse cheddar. It's a vintage cheddar. It's really smooth. You can use Parmesan cheese if you want. It's a little salt and pepper.
We got the risotto done. Now it's time to get started on the elk tips.
We're gonna have an extremely hot pan. You want the pan to be smoking. And like we said before, this is Denver leg cut up into stew-like pieces. You can get, even beef tips from the store. It's really lean. So we recommend cooking it like medium at most. That's all we'll cook it here in the restaurant, because once you get to medium well, it dries out because of the lack of fat that's in it. But it is one of the better meats out there if you're eating it rare, medium. It's absolutely delicious. So we're gonna add some chopped garlic and shallots. The hot pan keeps the elk from sticking to it, so it's just getting a nice sear on the outside. Right now I'm just letting the elk cook. I want some of the juices to come out of the elk, so the sauce will have the natural juices from the elk in it. And I'm gonna put these in the oven for probably 2 minutes. The oven's at 400 degrees. We'll get that on there for 2 or 3 minutes, let them finish cooking in the oven. We're gonna do some grilled asparagus with it and grilled toast points. I'm gonna let the elk tips rest on a plate. They're pretty much finished cooking.
What kind of a sauce are we gonna make?
It's gonna be a whiskey and mustard glaze. We have some Jim Beam for the sauce. Deglaze the pan. Gonna add some whole grain mustard, a little bit of honey, a couple tablespoons. Okay, so the sauce is pretty much ready. I'm gonna grab the elk tips again and try to get as much of that juice that's from the elk tips on there. Let's get a little salt and pepper. And then to finish it off, some butter. So now to put this together, we have the elk tips with grilled toast points and asparagus.
Dying to taste this elk with that whiskey mustard sauce. That is really good. I love the mustard in that sauce.
Yeah.
Just get a little hint of the Jim Beam.
Yep.
That is so good. I will definitely try this at home. That's great. It's one of the best dishes we've ever had here on Hungry for More.
Awesome.
Thank you, Cary. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
We're at Usher's house in Moorhead. We'll see you next time on Hungry for More.